drops it right on top of Hume. 2 defenders on top of him. Hume looking for the penalty. He'll get one. Another penalty for Plymouth South here. A little bit aggressive so far in this game here. Now it's going to be a penalty kick here for Dara Hume. Big opportunity here for Hume to extend Marshfield's lead. Hume gets a signal. Fakes, makes the kick, and it is good. Dara Hume makes the second goal of today for Marshfield. Rams lead 2-0 here again.
Hume converts. 2-0 Marsh. Dara Hume on the penalty kick. 2-0 Marshfield.
Great play there by Hume. He faked out the goalie, gave him a fake kick, then went for it. He dove left. Hume put it in the right corner. Great play there. Goalie didn't see it coming. Now this ball is back live again, thrown out of bounds, thrown in by Plymouth South here. It's in Marshfield territory here. But if Marshfield wanted, they could let up a goal. They lead 2-0 here. About 20 minutes to go here in the first half. Now Lima gives this one to McCabe. He'll send this one to Keeler, back to Lima. Now this one to Nelson. Goes to Hansen here. Hansen with the defender right on top of him. Able to get away for a second. Now Hansen and Nelson both looking for it. Hansen using his shoulder to push away the defender. Great play there. Plymouth South coach is looking for a penalty there, but he's not going to get what he wants there. Now it's McIntosh here at the top of the field, giving this one over to Drunzek. Now this one to Walsh. He's going to send it to McCabe. Back to Walsh. Now it's Lima with nobody around him. Lima's got time. Now he's just going to give this one over to Keeler, who's really got nobody around him. Now Keeler just going to give this one over to Sambrosi. Now this one's going to midfield. McCabe giving chase. Going to send this one over to Keeler. Keeler's going to make a big kick over to Walsh. Walsh going to send it back to Keeler. Keeler going to send it to Sambroski. Now this one is popped way up here. Right over to Coach Greg Kyle. It goes out of bounds. It's going to be Keeler to throw this one in. He's going to throw it over the head of Nelson. Hansen giving chase. Ball goes out of bounds. Still a Marshfield ball. Keeler again going to throw it right over to Hume. Now Walsh going to give this one a kick right down the field in Plymouth South territory here. Plymouth South now playing a little bit more aggressively. They don't want to let up another goal here. But Hume, though, going to gain possession for his team. Now Hansen giving chase. Plymouth South trying to maintain possession here. Now it's Drunzek here. Going to slip this one over to Hume. Gives it to Lima. Now this one is just booted to midfield here by Plymouth South. Wise just getting it away from the net. Now McIntosh pops it up. It's going out of bounds. It's a Plymouth South ball here. Now a substitution coming in here for Plymouth South.
Number 6, Paul Seelig, checking in for Plymouth South.
And as I look over to Marshfield's sideline, I see Robert Regan next to Coach Greg Kyle, maybe about to sub in here. Under 20 minutes to go here in the first half. Rams lead 2-0. Now Regan going to line up here on the sideline. He's going to sub in here. The junior forward prepared to sub in. Greg Kyle is talking to him a little bit, giving them some words of inspiration as Keeler's going to chase this one down the field. He's wisely just going to kick it out of bounds. Obviously a Plymouth South ball here. Now shot on goal taken there by Plymouth South. Right into the breadbasket of Saraba there. Now Saraba just going to boot this one way over to Nelson. Now it's Lima here, kicking this one way over to Hume at the top of the field here. Now Hume, 2 defenders on top of him, gets through the middle, going to take a shot and almost scored. A little bit of a bobble there for Plymouth South's goalie, but nonetheless, he makes the save there. It was a great save there by Plymouth South's goalie there. Hume looking for his 2nd goal of the night at that play there. Now a call made by the ref, a pushing call made. It's going to be a free kick for Plymouth South. It's a big moment here. Ball set up at the 40, kick is up. And it is just left of the net. Now Saraba going to get this one. Now the ref giving the signal for Reagan to come in. Brady Hansen going to come out of the game for Robert Reagan to go in.
For the Rams.
Now as Reagan goes in, look at the sideline here. I see a substitution ready for both teams. I'm not sure who wears 19 on the Rams. I don't have that here on my roster. But nonetheless here, Lima's going to get a free kick here from about the 46. Lima going to kick this one deep down the field, right on top of Reagan. Misses the header. Hume looking for it, but Plymouth South going to get it away. Reagan now giving chase. Gets it through the legs of his defender. That was impressive. Giving this one over to Lima. He's going to kick this one over to Hume. Hume misses the kick, but now it's still in the hands of Marshfield. Drunzik now going to give this one a kick. Scooped up by Plymouth South goalie. Another great play there by the Plymouth South goalie. And Drunzik now going to make another kick for the goal. Scooped up again. 15 minutes to go here in the first half. Rams lead 2-0. It's already been an exciting game here, an overcast day here in Marshfield. Now Keeler giving this one over to Lima. Also goes to Walsh. Whistle blown by the referee. A penalty called on Marshfield. It's going to be a free kick for Plymouth South from about the 40, or excuse me, about the 50-yard line. Big kick here, but there's always opportunity. Sambrowski going to come a little closer to the ball here. Kick is up. And it is headed away by Keeler. Now Lima going to send this one over to Hume. Hume with the defender on top of him. Both men go down. No call. And now a big trip up there for Hume. Now there's going to be a call there. Natural call there by the refs. Free kick here coming for Dar Hume. It's going to be Victor Lima to make the kick here from Marshfield. From about the 33. Big kick. Keeler was looking for the header, headed away now by Plymouth South. Reagan going to give this one to Walsh, though. He's going to send this one right into the hands of the Plymouth South goalie. Another great play there by the Rams. Plymouth South now locking down a little bit more on defense. Now this one's going to Saraba. He's going to kick this one. Looked like he was trying to get to Lima. I'm not exactly sure. But this one now is going for Reagan here. He's going to give this one over to Hume. Now Hume going to give this one a big kick right over to Nelson. Whistle blown here by the ref, and it's going to be an offside call there for Nelson. Nelson had the momentum, just a little offsides call there. Hopefully they can make the same play. Nelson gets on the sides and puts one in the net for the Rams. Now this one's going to cross the midfield here. Now it's going to Marshfield territory here. Drunzek is right on top of the Plymouth South player there, and Saraba taking a risky move, going away from the net to dive for it. He makes the save, though. Saraba is an absolute lethal goalie here for the Rams. He's got a great arsenal here. He's got great hand-eye coordination. He's really good for the Rams here. Now this one's with Drunzek, but Plymouth South now going to regain possession here. Whistle blown. It's going to be an offsides call for Plymouth South. Now McIntosh. Going to just kick this one away to Saraba. He's going to give this one over to a wide open Keeler with nobody around him. Plenty of open field. Keeler has time to get rid of it. He's going to give this, looking for Reagan. Reagan slips up a little bit. It rained this morning. Turf's still a little bit wet. No problem there, though. Now this one's to McCabe. Gives it headed over to Walsh. Back and forth here in midfield. Now Reagan going after it. Slips up again just a little bit. Now Evan. Drunzek going to go for it here. Drunzek speeding down the field in Plymouth South territory here. Still has possession. Trying to get it towards the net. Kicked away by Plymouth South. Now this one's heading towards midfield. Plymouth South in possession here. Heading down the field. Walsh on the defense there. Now McCabe. Gonna try to slip this one over Saraba. Player down here for Plymouth South. He's going to get back up, though.
Number 14, Dylan Spooner, and checking in
Substitution here for both teams.
Number 19, Ali Bembaha.
Bembaha coming in for Marshfield. Nelson's going to come out here. I don't have Bembaha on my roster here, so I was unaware that he was coming in or that he wore 19, but nonetheless, he's in the game. Now this one looks like it's going to go out of bounds here for a Marshfield ball. It's going to be Keeler throwing this one in for the Rams. Going to throw it over Bembaha, over Sombrowski, excuse me. Now this one's to Bembaha. Bembaha loses possession a little bit there. A little slip up there. But now this one's over to Sombrowski. Now this one's to Reagan, but Wisely just going to be kicked away by Plymouth South. But now it's going to be an interesting moment here, as kicking it away there is going to draw a corner kick from Marshfield. Another intense moment here for the Rams, another opportunity to score another goal. This time it's at the bottom right side of the field. It's going to be Sombrowski to make the kick for Marshfield. Kick is up, and it is headed and just over the net. Victor Lima looking for his second goal of the night. Just gave it a little too much power right over the net. Another great play there by the Rams. Now Reagan applying the pressure there before kicked away by Plymouth South. It's going to be Drunzek and Hume going after it here. Hume's going to give this one away. Drunzek giving chase. He's going to get it, slip this one over to Regan, but it's kicked away here by Plymouth South. But Lima and Sombrowski both going after it here. Now Bembaha. This one's going to Keeler here now at midfield. Now it's Bembaha. Gives this one to Sembrosi. Intercepted here by Plymouth South. Now it's Keeler in Marshfield territory, looking for Bimbaha. Just gets out of his way. Bottom of the field here. Now Bimbaha. Gonna give this one over to Victor Lima. This one's popped up. Bimbaha giving chase. Ball's close to going out of bounds. Bimbaha's not gonna touch it, and he's gonna be able to throw this one in for Marshfield. He's gonna give this one over to Keeler to throw in here. Now this one's a big kick right into the hands of Saraba. Saraba now going to give this one to Keeler. Gives it to Lima. Pops it up to Bimbaha. Now back to Plymouth South's feet. Back and forth here in midfield. McCabe going to give it a header. Walsh right on top of it. Now this one in Marshfield territory here. McCabe. Looked like he was trying to give it to McIntosh, but McIntosh is going to kick it away. Interesting play there for the Rams. Now McIntosh looking for the header there. It's in Marshfield territory. Saraba has got his eyes on it, but now this one's going to get kicked way down the field. It's Hume at midfield here. Hume going to kick this one. Robert's giving huge chase here. Robert Reagan. Huge chase. He's going to take a shot and is just right. Great try there by Reagan. Just right of the net. It's going to be Plymouth South goalie. Kick this one away. Now Reagan again going after it here. In Plymouth South territory. Going to give this one to Lima, who takes a shot, and he scores! For the second time today, Victor Lima scores for Marshfield. The first time was a header, and this time it was right down the middle, right into the bottom left corner of the net. Victor Lima, today's MVP for the Rams. Now a substitution for Marshfield. Charlie Petrie going to come in. Nolan Keeler going to come out of the game. It's 3-0. Marshfield leading here.
Number 13, Charlie.
About 5.5 minutes to go before halftime.
And checking in for Plymouth South, number 19, Nick O'Rourke.
Victor Lima definitely showing off his skills here today. The senior captain with 2 goals here against the Panthers today. The other goal was scored by Dara Hume on that penalty kick. Rams have a good lead here. Now it's going to be Petrie. He's going to kick this one over to Bimbaha. Now it's going over to Reagan. Reagan gives Sembrosi. Now it goes to Hume. Hume gives it to Walsh. He's going to slip this one over to Drunzek. He's going to give this one to Hume. Hume's got some open field in front of him. He's going to get possession here. Hume's going to get past the defenders, but it's going to be scooped up by Plymouth South's goalie. Another great breakaway there by Dara Hume. He's already got 1 goal today, looking to make it 2 there, but scooped up by the Plymouth South goalie here. Saraba giving out calls to his team. That's what makes the Rams so great here. They have a great sense of communication. Everybody knows what to do and how to do it well. Everybody works together as a team. Nobody wants to be the me in team. Everybody shows that there is no I in team. Everybody just giving the ball to their teammate. Whoever's open, they don't care about the goal count. They just want to get the goals and win, no matter what. Now it's Petrie here. Tried to give it to Sombrowski. Now McIntosh is going to give this one to Saraba here. Saraba going to give this one over to Petrie. Petrie giving this one over to Sombrowski. Sombrowski going to put this one right in front of Bambaja. Great play there. Now Bambaja is going to lose this when it goes out of bounds. It's a Marshfield ball. Or maybe not a Marshfield ball. A little bit of confusion there for the Rams here. I believe Sombrowski thought it was a corner kick there, but it's just going to be out of bounds, and it's going to go to the Plymouth South goalie. 2.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Rams lead 3-0. The sun starting to come out from the clouds. The first time today we've seen the sun here in Marshfield. Now Regan with some wide open fielding. Looked to take a shot on goal, a little weak, going right into the hands of the Plymouth South goalie. Now this one's going to midfield here. Petrie looking for it. They're going to call a penalty on him. Gave a little bit of a shoulder there to the Plymouth South player. It's going to be a free kick for Plymouth South. Kick is up, and it is past Saraba, and it is good. The free kick works out for Plymouth South. Saraba didn't have the inch, slipped up a little bit, ball got past him. The Panthers are on the board. Rams still lead, but now they only lead by 2. It's 3-1 here. With 2 minutes to go, Plymouth South puts in a much-needed goal there, right past Ian Saraba.
The Panthers on the scoreboard on the free kick.
Rams still lead by 2. 2 minutes to go here until halftime. Now this one's going over to Hume in Plymouth South territory. The Rams, I assume, intended to shut out the Panthers here. Obviously, the Panthers showing that they came to play here. Now Petrie. Give this one over to Sombrowski. In Plymouth South territory, Sombrowski giving it over to Hume. But it's going to be booted away. Way out of bounds here. McIntosh giving chase here. He's going to wisely let it go out of bounds. Going to give it to Drunzek to throw in. Ball at the top half of the field here. Goes out of bounds once again. Thrown in here by Drunzek. Now Reagan again giving chase to the ball. Been a great player here today for the Rams. Now Hume accidentally steps out of bounds there while getting possession of the ball there. Once 2 minutes hits here in James G. Anderson Field, the scoreboard time shuts off, so I'm not exactly sure how much time is left. None left. Nonetheless, Rams lead 3-1. Under 2 minutes to go here. And that's halftime here in James G. Anderson Field. Rams lead 3-1 against the Plymouth South Panthers. I'm Ben Wilson from Marshfield Community TV. We will see you after halftime.
MCM coverage of MHS sports is proudly presented by
Biviano General Contracting.
Biviano General Contracting is Marshfield's leading custom modular house builder. Modular building saves time and money. Only 8 to 12 weeks for the entire build, saving up to 25% of the cost compared to traditional building. We also offer custom deck building, kitchen and bathroom remodels, additions, and house elevations.
More information can be found at bivianocontracting.com.
Repel Pest Solutions. Repel Pest Solutions is a full-service pest control company protecting residential and commercial properties from nuisance pests that carry germs and diseases. They are a small, family-run business from Marshfield, licensed, insured, competitively priced. We work to understand your needs and offer an integrated pest solution that's environmentally friendly. Don't be afraid to bug us. Road to Responsibility. Founded in 1988, Road to Responsibility's mission is to provide the means, the opportunity, and the support necessary to allow citizens with disabilities to take their place as productive members of the community. We are committed to providing all individuals with opportunities to truly live in the community. Through our services, we are proud to enrich and improve the lives of every individual, one person at a time.
Anyone who is not
People in the community tell us all the time, Marshfield Community Media is a hidden gem. While we love hearing that we're a gem, we don't love hearing that we're hidden. So let's talk about what we can offer you and this wonderful community. One of the biggest things we offer is training. We can train you on various forms of media such as camera work, podcasting, editing, and so much more. The only thing we require is that you're a member of our studio, which for Marshfield residents is just $30 a year. And with that membership, you not only get access to training, but our entire arsenal of state-of-the-art equipment. We'll help you create the content you've been dreaming about. In addition to this, we also offer production services. Do you have a small business and want to film some promotions for your website or social media? We've got you covered. We've worked with businesses all over the South Shore to produce high-quality promotional material at an affordable rate. You probably already know this, but in case you don't, we provide high-quality coverage of important community events. This includes MHS varsity sports, municipal government meetings, important local news, and many other special community events and ceremonies. So if you'd like to know more about us, you can check out our website at marshfieldcommunitymedia.com or give us a call at 781-837-4384. Thank you.
Community Media Rams lead 3-1 here in James G. Anderson Field. I'm Ben Wilson here on the play-by-play action for today's game. It's been a great game for both teams here. Obviously, Rams leading 3-1, but Plymouth South really improving their momentum towards the end of the first half. They scored that goal right past Saraba. He just didn't have the inch. So Plymouth South knows that they can get a goal past Marshfield here. Meanwhile, the Rams are doing absolutely incredible. Victor Lima has 2 goals and Dara Hume has 1. Victor Lima gave a header to get the first goal of the game. Then Dara Hume had a penalty kick. He scored that. And then Victor Lima again had a wide open kick right in front of the net to score the 3rd goal for the Rams here. So it's been a great game so far here in James G. Anderson Field. It's sure to be a great second half. Plymouth South to kick this one off. The second half is underway. Rams Panthers here in James G. Anderson Field. Now this one goes out of bounds. It's going to be Plymouth South to throw this one in. Hansen and Drunzek both right on top of Plymouth South. Now Lima, that's going to draw a penalty here. Lima got a little aggressive there, a little bit of a push there. Free kick already. 38 seconds into the game. Quickly going to have a free kick here. Lehman to give this one a header right over Hansen. Hansen collides, goes down. Another penalty here. It's going to be a free kick this time for the Rams. Lima just going to give this one over to Drunzek. He's going to give this one to Hume. Hume giving chase. It's going to go out of bounds. He's not going to be able to make it there. It's the Plymouth South ball here. Quick offsides call there for the Panthers. Now this one's in Marshfield territory. McIntosh going to try to kick this one away. Plymouth South still in control here. Walsh giving chase here. Now Sombrowski giving this one to Bombasa. Plymouth South still in control here. Now it's Hansen. into Plymouth South territory. 2 defenders on his back. He's got a wide open shot. He's going to take it, and it's just over the net. Hansen had the momentum. Gave it a little too much power right over the net. Through the crossbars. A little collision there for Hansen and a Plymouth South player, Coach Greg Kyle, looking for a call there. He's not going to get one. Now Drunzek going to kick this one back into Plymouth South territory. It's Hansen again giving chase. Hansen fighting with the defender, trying to kick this one away. It's going to be Plymouth South's goalie to scoop this one up. The Rams team looking for a call there for tripping, but they're not going to get one again. Now Hume, still in Plymouth South territory, crosses midfield. Now Evan. Evan was going for it. Interesting sequence of events there. Not sure what was going on there. Regardless, game's still going now. It's Petrie who's wisely going to kick it away. He felt the pressure coming. He's going to kick it out of bounds. It's going to be a corner kick for Plymouth South. But that's much better than letting up a goal. Petrie using his brains there rather than just trying to make a cool defensive play. He just decided, you know what, I'm going to help my team out. Just kick it out of bounds. Kick is just a little low, right to Drunzek. He's going to give it a knee, and it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be another corner kick. First kick was a little shank there. The second kick now. Ooh. Faked the first kick. Now the kick is up. And it is no good. Marshfield gets rid of it. Now Bombassa is going to kick this one to the top of the field, and it's going to go out of bounds. It's Plymouth South ball, but the ball is away from the net now. Now Saraba. Kick this one over to Petrie. Petrie would give this one over to Zambrowski. Zambrowski going to give this one over to Hansen. He's going to give this one to Hume. And now an offsides call by the ref on Dara Hume. Bit of a controversial call there. The entire Marshfield sideline, including Coach Greg Kyle, doesn't like the choice there. Now Plymouth South control in Marshfield territory. Big kick, looking for the net. It's going to go out of bounds here.
Can we go easy? Can we go easy?
Now Saraba. And they give this one over to McIntosh here. The sun is out here in Marshfield, which can sometimes play a deciding factor in games, especially like soccer. As I look down the field and see Ethan Licis putting his hand over his face. Sun's in his eyes, that could definitely play a factor here. While the Plymouth South plays is back to the sun. Now another shot taken for the net, just right. And Saraba throws up his hands, he doesn't want to go get that. He's going to anyway. 33 minutes to go here. Rams lead 3-1. Saraba going to give this one over to Petrie. Just going to give this one, looking for Bombasa. Taken by Plymouth South here. Now Lima going to take control. Now Hume has it. Now he's going to try to give it to Drunzek. Drunzek giving chase. He's going to get possession here. Defender right on top of him. Drunzek trying to get out of the situation. He does. Trying to kick this one over to his teammates. Now a penalty called here. Not exactly sure what the call was there, but regardless, it's a Plymouth South ball. I believe even Coach Greg Kyle's a little confused too, but regardless, it was a Plymouth South ball. Ball goes out of bounds. Still Plymouth South ball in Marshfield territory here. So Rob going to scoop this one up for the Rams here. He's going to roll this one over to McIntosh. He's going to give this one over to Drunzek. Going to give this one to Hume. Now another whistle blown by the refs. Not exactly sure what the call was again there. The Rams sideline not happy with these calls here by the refs so far in the second half here. Regardless, it's a Plymouth South free kick. Now this one goes to midfield. It's going to be Sambrowski to take this one into Marshfield territory. Hanson going to give it back to him. Now Sambrowski feeling the pressure. He's going to give this one over to Hume. Hume decides to keep it, and he's got Hanson. Oh, and it is just off the crossbar there. Great play there by the Rams. Hanson, again, another instance where he gives it a little too much power. This time was right on top of the crossbar.
Guys, first and second ball's got to be wide. Let's go.
Now Sambrowski tried to take a shot on goal there, scooped up by Plymouth South. Now this one's going to midfield here. Now in Marshfield territory, Petrie giving chase here. Wisely with someone right on top of him, going to kick it out of bounds. Plymouth South still here in Marshfield territory, trying to get the ball closer to the net. Now right in front of the net here. Marshfield defense locking down. Now McIntosh going to take control. Right before Plymouth South takes control again. Now a shot's going to be taken. It is just left of the net. Right past the corner there. Inches away. Just a little left there by Plymouth South. Now Saraba gives this one to midfield here, right on top of Hanson. Now Hanson gives it to Walsh. Now Hume, right in front of the net. What was the call there? Another instance where Rams sideline, and I don't know what the call is. So look over to the Marshfield sideline and see Sam Fantasia and Gabe Nelson both warming up here. Potential substitution coming. that controversial call there. It's going to be a free kick for Plymouth South here from the 35-yard line. Kick is up, and it is headed away by Charlie Petrie. Now McCabe giving chase. It's the Plymouth South balls that went out of bounds there. Now Drunzek right on top of it here. Still in Marshall territory. Ball goes right off the shoulder of Danny Walsh there. Now McIntosh giving chase. Ball goes out of bounds. Another dangerous moment here in the game here. It's a corner kick again. Kick is up, and it is kicked away by Drunzek. Goes out of bounds. It's going to be to Saraba now, though. Now Hanson giving chase here in Plymouth South territory, but Plymouth South's goalie going to wisely kick this one away. Goes to the sideline. Now Gabe Nelson going to come into the game. Bombasa going to come in. Excuse me, Bombasa going to come out. Gabe Nelson going to come into the game. 25 minutes to go here in James G. Anderson Field. Rams lead 3-1 here against the Plymouth South Panthers. Hanson gets tripped up at the top of the field there. It's going to draw a dangerous free kick here for Hanson. Hanson's kick is up, and it is just over the group of players there. That was set up in front of the net there.
Nathan Baldwin checking back in for Plymouth South.
Another substitution here for Plymouth South. This one's going to midfield here. We're just going to be Hume to give it a header. Now to Hanson. Now to Lima. He gets tripped up here. Now a free kick for Marshall here. It's going to be Victor Lima here to make the free kick. Right in front of the net. At about the 21-yard line. Lima's kick is up, and it is over the net. A little hard for a kick like that with a group of players right in front. He tried to get over those players there, but just put it a little too high over the net here. It's going to be a goalie ball now here for Plymouth South. This kick is way down into midfield here. Whistle blown here for a penalty. It's going to be a free kick for Plymouth South. Victor Lima looking for that header, a little too aggressive there. Going to get the whistle for pushing. This one's at the 45-yard line. Kick is deep, and it is grabbed by Saraba. And Saraba now gives this one to Drunzek. This one's going to go out of bounds here for a Marshfield ball, or excuse me, no, a Plymouth South ball. In Marshfield territory, Walsh on the coverage. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Saraba's ball. Now McIntosh. Going to give this one to Hanson. Hanson now going to kick this one down the field. It's going to be Hume to go for it here. Hume going a little fast here. Going to try to get it across the field, but it's going to go out of bounds here. Now it's going to be a corner kick for Marshfield. Brady Hanson going to be the one to kick this one for Marshfield. Corner kicks are always a dangerous moment in any soccer game here. Kick is up, and it is just over the group of players that were waiting to headbutt it. Approaching the 20-minute mark here in James G. Anderson Field. Now another whistle blown here for refs for a penalty.
Cool.
Now McIntosh here. Ball gets a little past him there. Now this one's going to Saraba. Going to give this one back to McIntosh. Now this one's over to Hanson. Back and forth here at midfield. Now Drunzek going after it here. Gonna kick it out of bounds. Obviously going to be a Plymouth South ball, but Drunzek wisely is gonna kick it away. Now Saraba right on top of it. He's gonna grab it there for the Rams. Now he's going to roll it over to Petrie. Now this one is going out of bounds again. It's going to be Saraba again to get this one for the Rams. The Panthers trying to get through the Rams defense. They've been unsuccessful so far this half. Now Petrie across midfield here, trying to give this one over to Nelson, I believe. Now it's Walsh going to kick this one over to Hume. Give this one to Hanson. Another whistle by the refs. Another penalty from Marshfield. Hanson going off sides there. Now Cam Sherman on the sideline getting ready to sub in here for the Rams. Now Nelson and Petrie both going after it here. Saraba right there with another great save. Another shot taken by Plymouth South. After that first goal, Saraba's definitely been focusing a little bit more on the net here. That first goal was inches away from Saraba. He just let it slip up. Obviously doesn't want to let another mistake happen here today. Rams still lead 3-1. Still in Marshfield territory here. Johnzik and McIntosh looking for it there. Now it's Lima. Going to kick this one over to Hansen. Now it's going to be Hume. Going after it there a little too fast there. Now Hume's going to get possession here. Hume's going to kick this one over to Hansen. Hansen now going to take a shot, and he scores! The 4th goal of the day for the Rams.
Brady Hansen.
It's Brady Hansen. Rams lead 4-1. Brady Hansen's been trying all day to get a goal. He gets one today here.
Cam Sherman checking in from Marshfield.
Put it right at the top of the net there. Hansen with a great play there from Marshfield. Rams extend their lead by 3.
Makes it 4-1 Marshfield.
Now goal scorers today, Victor Lima Hume, and now Brady Hansen can put his name on the goal scorers for today. In MHS's last game, they won against Scituate. Excuse me. In Marshfield's last one, which they had 2 weeks ago against Scituate, Brady Hansen had 2 goals for the Rams. Looked at my notes there. It's a little incorrect there, but that's all right. Now Saraba again makes a save for the Rams. 16.5 minutes to go here. Rams lead 4-1. Plymouth South's only goal came from a little Saraba slip-up. Now Saraba going to kick this one over the head of Hansen. An offsides call here for the Rams. Back and forth here at the top of the field. Hard to call this one. Hard to see some of the players at the top of the field. A penalty called here for a free kick for Plymouth South. 15 minutes to go here at James G. Anderson Field. And Saraba again going to make the snag for the Rams. Now he's going to give this one over to Hume. Hume going to give this one over to Nelson. Now this one goes to Sombrowski. Sombrowski takes a shot, scooped up by Plymouth South goalie. Now this one's going to midfield here. Now Hume with possession here in Plymouth South territory, giving this one over to Hansen. Hansen now trying to get around the defender. Gonna send this one over to Nelson, who gives it a header, and he scores! Rams now lead 5-1. Gabe Nelson gives it a header into the net for the Rams.
Gabe Nelson.
Good play there by the Rams. Brady Hanson getting around the defense of Plymouth South. Gives it over to Nelson to give it a nice header right into the net. Now Sam Fantasia going to check in for the Rams. He's going to come in for Cooper McIntosh. As well as Robert Regan, he's going to come in for Brady Hanson. Now Regan in Plymouth South territory. Loses control there. Now it's Plymouth South possession here. 13 minutes to go here in James D. Anderson Field. Now Drunzek trying to get rid of it. It's in Marshfield territory. Now it's Petrie giving this one over to Hume. Hume gives this one to Regan. Regan with a defender on his tail. Trying to get past the defender here. This one's going to get kicked out of bounds here. Reagan going to make the corner kick here for Marshfield. Group forming right in front of the Plymouth South net. Kick is up, and it is no good. Rams trying to get on top of it there. Kick was a little low, hard to get on top of something like that. Rams still lead 5-1 though. Now Fantasia and Drunzek going after it here on the sideline here. Now Drunzek kicking this one to Walsh. Now this one going to get away from Nelson here. It's going to go out of bounds, but it is a Marshfield ball. Now Plymouth South with another wide open kick.
Cameron Benefit checking in for Plymouth South.
And as the ball went out of there, out of bounds there, tensions are high on Plymouth South team. Players yelling at one another to pass the ball. So obviously, tensions are flaring here for Plymouth South as they are down by 4 with 10 minutes to go here. Still in Marshfield territory here at the top of the field here. Plymouth South looking to get through Marshfield's defense. Now this one's going over to Sembrowski. Now Sembrowski will lose possession, but this one's over to Nelson. Nelson going to give this one over to Hume. Hume with some space right in front of him. Hume's going to take a shot here. He shoots and he scores for the second time today. Dar Hume scores for the Rams. Rams lead 6-1 here in James D. Anderson Field. 9.5 minutes to go. Dar Hume, his second goal of the day. His first one was a penalty kick. Him and Victor Lima both with 2 goals for the Rams here today.
Number 24, Eamon Larry checking in for Plymouth South and checking back in for Marshfield. Number 19, Ali Bambaha.
And Bambaha going to come in for the Rams here. It's going to be Sembrowski to come out for him.
Dara Hume with his second goal of the match.
Now in Plymouth South territory again. This one's going to go to midfield here. McCabe. This one's going to bounce back to Saraba here. He's going to throw this one over to Fantasia. Fantasia now trying to give this one to Drunzek. Now to Plymouth South here. Still in Marshfield territory here. Drunzek on the coverage here. Ball still in Marshfield territory here. Rams defense trying to get this one back to midfield here. It's going to be Nelson now. Trying to get this one to midfield. Plymouth South now bringing more of an aggressive style here. Seven and a half minutes to go here. Now a corner kick coming for Plymouth South here as that ball is kicked out of bounds by Drunzek there. Kick is up, and it is right into the knee of Drunzek. He's going to give this one over to Fantasia. Now Lima giving chase to it here, trying not to let it go out of bounds. Now Lima gives this one over to Fantasia. Fantasia with the defender on top of him. Pressure coming. Now gives this one over to Lima. Lima now giving this one over to Petrie. And Petrie's going to take a shot here. Why not? It is just over the net. Another substitution here for Plymouth South.
Carpenter checking in for Plymouth South.
This one now is going to get kicked to midfield here. Quick penalty called there on Walsh there for some pushing there. It's going to be a free kick for Plymouth South here. This one's going to be from the 50-yard line. Kick is up, and it is right into the hands of Saraba. And Saraba now going to toss this over to Bimbaha. Now Bimbaha with two defenders on top of him. Still has possession. Going to slip this one over to Petrie. Now giving this one over to Nelson at the top of the field here. Nelson now giving this one over to Lima. The defense is on top of the Rams here, but the Rams still have possession. Now Reagan. This one goes back towards Petrie. Now to Walsh. Now Fantasia. Gives this one to McCabe. Now to Fantasia. Trip up there for McCabe. Whistle blows there. And oh boy, that's a yellow card there for Plymouth South. Five minutes to go. McCabe going to get a free kick here.
Number 9, Cole Jerome checking in for
Plymouth South bench not happy about that call there. Now Fantasia gives this one over to Drunzek. Now Drunzek going to give this one over to Lima. Lima going to take a shot just to right of the net there. Another substitution here for Plymouth South. Two players coming in, two players going out.
For Plymouth South, also checking in number 15, Caden Newton.
Now at the top of the field here. Under 5 minutes to go here. The clock has shut off, so I'm not exactly how long is left in the game here. Regardless of the time, Rams lead 6-1 here. Plymouth South down by 5. Be pretty safe to say that the Rams are going to walk home with the win here. Now Saraba with the ball in his hands, going to give this one over to Sherman. Sherman gives this one over to Bimbaha. Now this one's going over to Nelson. Now Nelson. Looking for Bimbaha here, but it's back towards Nelson here. Nelson's going to take a long shot towards the net, and it's just over the net. Under 5 minutes to go here. Still in Plymouth South territory here. Eagles trying to get rid of it. Now Saraba going to give this one over to Fantasia. Fantasia going to give this one to Reagan in midfield here. Now this one's over to Nelson. Ball goes out of bounds. It's an Eagle ball here. Back and forth here in Plymouth South territory here. Now to midfield here. Plymouth South trying to get towards Marshfield territory. Rams is putting up the defense here. Now a big hit there on Sherman. That's going to draw a penalty. A little bit aggressive there for the Panthers here. Obviously a little upset about losing the game here, but that's no reason to do something like that. As Peachy was dribbling the ball there, stepped out of bounds by accident here. McIntosh from the sideline here, looking to maybe sub in. Now Bimbaha giving chase here. It's in Marshfield territory here. Now Reagan going to cross the midfield mark here. Now Plymouth South still in possession here. It's hard for them to find a way around Marshfield's defense here. And the whistle has blown. That is the end of the game. Rams win 6-1 here in Marshfield. The Rams will move to 4-1-1, and the Panthers will move to 2-4. Great game here today. Goal scorers for Marshfield were Dara Hugh and Victor Lima, both having 2, and Brady Hansen and Gabe Nelson, both with 1. Rams win. I'm Ben Wilson from Marshfield Community Media. Good night.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Biviano General Contracting. Biviano General Contracting is Marshfield's leading custom modular house builder. Modular building saves time and money. Only 8 to 12 weeks for the entire build, saving up to 25% of the cost compared to traditional building. We also offer custom deck building, kitchen and bath, and house elevations. More information can be found at bivianocontracting.com. Repel Pest Solutions. Repel Pest Solutions is a full-service pest control company protecting residential and commercial properties from nuisance pests that carry germs and diseases. They are a small, family-run business from Marshfield, licensed, insured, competitively priced. We work to understand your needs and offer an integrated pest solution that's environmentally friendly. Don't be afraid to bug us. Road to Responsibility. Founded in 1988, Road to Responsibility's mission is to provide the means, the opportunity, and the support necessary to allow citizens with disabilities to take their place as productive members of the community. We are committed to providing all individuals with opportunities to truly live in the community. Through our services, we are proud to enrich and improve the lives of every individual, one person at a time.
Pick is up. And it is score! For three.
Got it!
With the shot, lights out, good night, goodbye,
And that's it! Marshfield wins!
it's a great serve. Another one drop, and the Rams drop one first here in the Super Bowl.
Nice.
Kick on the field, and it is
Score! It is